Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming News, where I tell you this week's or this day's, or in this particular edition, it's this week's news related to gaming and geeky and nerdy stuff. We're gonna start off with Destiny. I'm sure a lot of you people have been playing Destiny for the last 2 months since it came out on September 9th. Believe it or not, this is surprising and unsurprising at the same time. Earlier this week, Activision let it be known that development on a sequel is already being done. Yeah, they're working on Destiny 2. Barely 2 months after it came out. It's unsurprising in the way that it's been out for 2 months, but right now it has about 9.5 million registered users, with about each user playing for about 3 to 5 hours in a game session. That's a lot. That's high ratings. It has high ratings. A lot of people are playing it. It makes sense because of this hyped title is being so popular. Except it's also surprising because why the hell do you unveil the fact that you're working on Destiny 2 2 months after the first one came out? You know, I can't help but feel like announcing the development of a follow-up so soon is probably the worst decision they could make this early on. You know, it's like it took them so long after all the hype to release Destiny. People were so overhyped and they couldn't wait, and luckily it has delivered what it said it would deliver. And it's a solid experience, has great mechanics, and unfortunately though, it's only 2 months. It still has many bugs, many issues, server errors, matchmaking always has a bunch of problems I've been hearing. I haven't played it too much. I don't own it, so I've been investigating a lot about it though, because obviously it's something that I really want to try. But they've been releasing updates, obviously. You know, the loot system has had its own tweaks, missions, endgame content has been worked on, because apparently they didn't, I don't know, from what I know, there isn't much to do in the endgame, and there's all these little problems and errors that they still need to work out. Obviously, it's a huge MMO. MMO games have updates all the time, even years after they come out. And they promised that Destiny would be worked on at least 10 years after it came out. That's usually the lifespan of a console itself. So, I mean, it doesn't make much sense that it's still a work in progress, and it's being guided by the input of the people that play it, you know? It's their job, Bungie and Activision, to hear what people want. And nobody is pleased that they already announced Destiny 2 when, I mean, they said that they're working on the DLC and everything, but it doesn't seem logical. It's not complete yet, and it's not necessarily a bad thing that it's not complete yet, because they promised they were going to put a bunch of work into it, you know? And it's like, a game like this, you feed it a little bit, you let it grow, you let it become something that's absolutely amazing. And it's like, if they should be devoted and dedicated to it, because that's what any fan wants. And I don't know, I understand that Bungie is a really huge team, and like they could all move on to the next game and have a skeleton crew, you know, back working on Destiny. But they announced, besides Destiny 2, that they were working on all the DLC and everything for it. So it's like, I don't see the point of, you know, making Destiny 2 honestly, you know, because right now Destiny has the same bugs that a lot of games that came out this year have, you know. Watch Dogs was overhyped and it promised so much, and it still hasn't delivered. Battlefield 4 came out and it was that's last year, but it came out and it was so overhyped, and it still has a bunch of issues. They still haven't worked on them. Nobody really hasn't truly enjoyed that game, and they already announced Battlefield Hardline, which isn't necessarily a sequel to Battlefield, but it's a new Battlefield game. So this, in a sense, is the same. They promised a lot, they've delivered a lot, but there's still so much to work on in Destiny, and a lot of people are upset. So hopefully they, you know, listen to the people, they listen to what the people want. Hopefully they already announced that they're making Destiny 2, but hopefully instead all they do is just slowly, you know, just work on it and just not really prioritize themselves to it. Now on to some Fallout news. I'm sure a lot of you love Fallout, like me. I love any games, but especially the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series, and fans have been waiting forever for Fallout 4. And it seems that for some reason a lot of fans want to dedicate themselves to troll everybody else and release hoax after hoax of Fallout 4 information. Well, this week it was unveiled that a recent Fallout 4 tidbit, a news tidbit, ended up being false. Speculation, you know, started again because a German trademark filing, you know, they trademark a name, and a lot of times it ends up being a game or a DLC and whatnot. Well, this German trademark was called Fallout Shadow of Boston, which in itself sounds kind of stupid, you know? And it does sound a little fake, but obviously it's enough to have people raging because people, I mean, even I started to believe this because any sort of Fallout 4 news is enough to excite anyone, you know? And it makes sense that they would actually call it Fallout Shadow of Boston because they're kind of using people's already they're using people's knowledge that there are reports that the team, the Bethesda team, was actually seen around the institute in the Boston, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, taking pictures of the place and everything. Although that is actually believed, there aren't any pictures of the team actually in Boston. There's just reports that the team was seen in Boston. But this was still used to kind of make the title Shadow of Boston more believable. But unfortunately, just like all the other ones, Bethesda denied that it was true. They went on Twitter saying, the German, and I quote, the German trademark filing that's making the rounds is a hoax. This didn't come from our offices, end quote. Bethesda Softworks. There's no, I don't think there's a question that a Fallout game is being made. There's no doubt. I don't know why they can't just simply say, yeah, we're really working hard on it and everything. But it's I don't know why they don't say that, but it's still believed that they're making it because they wouldn't just pull the plug on a huge franchise like this and just, I'm sure they can just rely on the Elder Scrolls, but you know, and it's funny enough, Elder Scrolls 6 was announced. Elder Scrolls 6 Argonia. They said they want to release it in March 2016, and they said that we are in heavy development for this game. If you don't know, for all you fans out there that aren't really in tune with the lore, Argonia is the Black Marshes, which is where all the Argonians live. It's amazing to hear that they're working on it. At first, I was like, you know, why are they really releasing information on the next Elder Scrolls if Skyrim just came out? Then I realized Skyrim came out 2011. That's 3 years ago. So, obviously, releasing Elder Scrolls 6 is in that time frame to 2016 makes sense. But if you're already announcing, Todd Howard announced it too, I'm pretty sure, that you can release information of Fallout 4. You know, if you're releasing information on the new Elder Scrolls game, why can't you just say, yeah, we're also really working on Fallout 4? And it sucks because a lot of people are waiting, and if they already said that they're making the Elder Scrolls 6, the next Elder Scrolls game in 2016, and it's in heavy development, that kind of makes it seem like Fallout 4 isn't going to come out until at least 2017. And actually, not even. I doubt they would release Fallout 4 a year after the Elder Scrolls game came out. It wouldn't probably come out to 2018. So, unfortunately, it's Fallout is huge. The franchise is huge. We're gonna get more of it. The question is when. Is it called? But I think, is it gonna be Shadow of Boston? I'm afraid not. That's a hoax. And all I know is, I mean, all we can do is wait. There really is there's no hope. I don't think there's any faith anymore, because they can't even, it's such a secret that everybody has, you know, their hearts are just broken, and all we can do is just play Fallout 3, which isn't that bad of an idea. And next is Grand Theft Auto 5. You might be surprised of why this is recent news. Well, finally, they're releasing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the next-gen consoles. Not only that, I had no idea, I don't know if the people have known about it or not, but they are releasing a fully working first-person mode. Not its own mode, I'm pretty sure you can switch back and forth, but it's first-person view, a legit working, almost first-person shooter view. And it's like amazing. Honestly, I saw the trailer for it. It literally feels like its own game. It feels bigger for some reason. And it just looks absolutely amazing. It seems like you're in a whole new world. And I know it sounds kind of stupid because everybody has already played, well, I don't want to say everybody, but most of us have already played and beaten Grand Theft Auto 5. But looking at the next-gen console version, the graphics are absolutely amazing, like expected. But the first-person mode is, the first-person view, I think, is what captures everybody's attention. It just looks so amazing. It looks perfect. And honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait to get, hopefully, an Xbox One this holiday season because it's cheaper. And that's definitely probably a game that I'm going to get again and just pour a crap ton of hours into it. What I'm wondering is if they're going to keep the first-person mode for multiplayer, and it literally, I think it's amazing how something as simple as changing the view, your perspective, changes the entire game. At least to me, I think it does, and it's just amazing, and I can't wait. Let's take a step away from gaming, and for all you nerds and geeks there, this week it was announced that principal photography for Star Wars Episode 7 has ended. And that means that all the acting involved, all the filming and everything has finished. All the actors have finished doing everything they can do to make this movie the best experience ever in cinemas. Now it's just to the development, the post-production crew to add all the special effects, all the editing, everything. And they also announced a title. Ready? Drum roll. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a downer for me. I don't know. It just sounds the Force Awakens. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting. It definitely kind of wasn't this. Surprisingly, it doesn't have Star Wars. It doesn't have Episode 7 in the title. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know what that means. I'm still super stoked for the release of this movie, along with the release of all the other nerdy, amazing movies that we're all gonna watch in 2015. It's a great year for movies. You know, there's gonna be Quentin Tarantino's new movie, there's gonna be Star Wars Episode 7, there's gonna be Jurassic World, there's gonna be Terminator Genesis, The Avengers 2, it's just endless, and I'm so glad that Star Wars Episode 7 is being made. I'm so glad it's done. It doesn't look like there's any issues with the filming besides, unfortunately, Harrison Ford having breaking his ankle, but obviously it looks like they worked around that. So I can't wait, and it's going to be a great experience. I'm super excited for this piece of news. JETPACK is a new YouTube network. I'm not sure if it's created by Seananners, but Seananners, a amazing YouTuber, he's one of my favorites. Him and his team have been working on their own YouTube network to release to all of us YouTubers. From what I've heard and what I read, I would go check out his YouTube video, by the way, where he explains it. It is going to be amazing. He explains about how all these other YouTube networks love to take your money. They take a huge chunk of your money. They're not fair. They rely on screwing you over because of fine print. But he says his company, what they're doing, there is no fine print. There's no contracts. You have to, from what I believe, you have to pay monthly. It's not free. You have to pay monthly for what for their services. All you pay for what they do for you. And honestly, I think that's great. Because you paying per month, and I'm sure it's not going to be too much, for their services to expand your channel, to help you out. It's a great help for them and for you. Them charging you per month for their services makes it so that they don't take any money from your earnings. They don't take 40%, 50%, 20% like all those other companies. They take nothing. You know, it's completely, they don't hide anything from you. There's no fine print. You know what they're doing. You pay for what you want them to do. So there's no contracts. There's no, you know, sketchy side business. It's going to be great. You can go on their website, getjetpack.com. You can sign up. Once they start rolling out information or anything else, they will get in contact with you from the looks of it. I signed up and I can't wait to, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay. I'm willing to pay for their services because me, like a lot of other YouTubers that are starting out and starting out really small, they want help. A lot of people want help with thumbnails, with getting their channel spread out, and I think this is a great idea. And funny enough, a couple weeks ago it was announced that PewDiePie also wants to do his own YouTube network where he has the same ideas. He doesn't like having people cheated on, screwed over, having money taken away. So the fact that these YouTubers aren't just businessmen, they're, like Seananners says in his video, they are businessmen and YouTubers. They're the new breed. They're a hybrid. They understand us. They went through the same stuff that a lot of us YouTubers that aren't as recognized as them are going through. And I think this is a great idea, and it's so awesome of him and his team. And I would go check out his video, and I can't wait to see what this turns into. So yeah, guys, that does it for this super long edition of Gaming News Update. I'm not sure what I want to call these yet. I kind of wanted to call them something catchy, so whatever you think. If you want to think of a different name for these, do you want me to do them shorter or one big one at the end of the week? Whatever you want, tell me in the comment section below. Do you want any requests, any new videos, any tutorials, any videos that I've done before, of games I've done before, anything? Tell me it in the comment section below, or Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on there all the time. I kind of abandoned Facebook and Twitter, but if you want to know anything, talk to me at all. I would love to. You want to tell me what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad, what I should fix or not fix. Please tell me. I enjoy your feedback. I'm doing this for fun, but I'm mostly doing this also for you guys, for the few people that are watching. It's funny enough that I have like 170 something subscribers, and yet I don't even get half of those views. Unfortunately, that means a lot of my subscribers are ghost followers. Thank you for all of you people that still watch my videos. I hope you have a great weekend, a great Friday. Go watch Interstellar. I am so stoked for that. I can't wait to go see it. Tell me your comment. Tell me in the comment section below after you go see it what you thought of it, or tell me anything you think of any of the news that you heard today. I'll see you guys soon.